Hey there, ready for a total blast from the past? Let's dive into WarGames, one of the coolest movies to ever combine Cold War panic with the early days of computer hacking. So, WarGames hit theaters on June 3rd, 1983. It was directed by John Badham. You might know him from classics like Saturday Night Fever and Blue Thunder. The screenplay came from Lawrence Lasker and Walter F. Parks, who based it on their own story. This movie's got some awesome stars. Matthew Broderick plays David Lightman, just an average Seattle teen, until, well, he nearly starts World War III. Ali Sheedy is Jennifer Mack, David's friend and partner in crime. John Wood shows up as Dr. Stephen Falcon, a super smart but kinda reclusive scientist. And we get Dabney Coleman as John McKittrick. Oh, and the soundtrack, that's courtesy of Arthur B. Rubinstein. The camera work was by William A. Fraker, and the whole thing runs just under 2 hours. The budget was about $12 million, but get this, it pulled in almost $80 million worldwide. Major hit. Here's the story. David Lightman, that's Broderick, is this geeky but lovable high school kid who's way into computers. He tries to hack into a video game company to check out games before they're released. Sounds harmless, right? But instead he accidentally connects with a super-secret military computer, WOPR, War Operation Plan Response. David thinks he's stumbled onto a super-realistic game called Global Thermonuclear War and starts messing around. He plays as the Soviets, which causes the military to freak out because it looks like an actual cyber attack from Russia. David and his friend Jennifer figure out things are very much not a game, and they track down WOPR's creator, Dr. Falcon, who's basically gone off the grid. But as WOPR starts running all these what-if scenarios for nuclear war, it looks like it might literally launch the missiles for real. In the famous ending, the computer simulates every possible way to win at nuclear war, and figures out, on its own, that the only winning move is not to play. WOPR stops the countdown, and world peace is saved. Phew, how did this get made? This whole movie was inspired by everyone's totally valid fear of nuclear war in the 80s, plus the sudden explosion of personal computers and hackers. Lasker and Parks at first wanted to write about AI and its creators, think a character kind of like Stephen Hawking. Eventually, after talking with real-life hackers like John Draper, Captain Crunch, the focus shifted to hacking and computers. Making the movie Matthew Broderick wasn't the first choice, even a young Tom Cruise auditioned, but he nailed the nerdy charm thing, and this movie pretty much launched his career. Ali Sheedy was also at the start of her run. She'd go on to star in The Breakfast Club soon after. Fun fact, the WOPR computer was a massive set piece, weighing a literal half-ton with all those blinking lights and switches. And while they shot scenes that looked like command centers, the real NORAD base wouldn't let them film inside. Why is it still so famous? WarGames was a massive box office hit in '83. It even got 3 Oscar nominations, cinematography, sound, screenplay, and scored a nerdy cool Hugo Award. Even more wild, President Reagan watched the movie, freaked out, and pushed his staff to actually check on US cybersecurity, which led to our first real cyber protection policy. People still reference this flick, especially the WOPR line, "Shall we play a game?" Many hackers and cybersecurity pros say WarGames inspired their careers. What came after? There was a 2008 sequel, WarGames: The Dead Code, but it pretty much bombed. Still, the story's been adapted for the stage and as interactive games. Rumors pop up all the time about a remake, but nothing solid yet. Bottom line, WarGames is pure 80s genius, a suspenseful, funny, and surprisingly deep look at technology, nuclear fears, and hacker culture. It's still completely worth watching today. Seen WarGames? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more awesome 80s movie fun.